Can you hear that? That's spring knocking at the door, and we're mighty pleased to see you, spring, I can tell you, at least here in the UK. But what are we going to wear, and what trends are we going to try, if any? Hello everyone, it's your friend Deirdre, and a big warm welcome back to my channel, the style channel for ladies over 50. I hope you're all doing really well. Now that spring is, like I said, knocking at the door, we can finally look forward, fingers crossed, to shedding a few layers, at least in the UK, and I hope where you are too. And think ahead to what to wear on maybe warmer weather vacations, perhaps, loved ones' weddings, general springy stuff in the coming months. So this is going to be a whistle-stop tour through some of the biggest and, let's say, sometimes quirkiest fashion trends that you might or might not want to dip your toe into this spring and summer. I've actually selected the most wearable trends of these huge ones, I think, and I'm going to be explaining what they are and then suggesting ways that they might work for us or not. How, if we like them, we can adapt them for ourselves, you know, real women in the real world. Now, I found some items that fit with these trends to suggest to you that you might want to slot into your existing wardrobe. And you know, even if you're not into trends, and not everybody is, you may want to have a little nod towards one or two just to keep yourself looking a little bit up to date. And you'll be relieved to hear that I originally had no less than 34 fashion trends to tell you about, but I've whittled it down to just 8. And the last one actually I think is the ultimate best, you know, that everybody needs and you're going to love. I also have some fun bonus things at the end. Now, my style suggestion to make it work for you overall is take your favourite trend and add your own individual twist and twerk. Well, maybe not twerk. So let's begin with my first huge fashion trend, which is really huge for spring and summer 2025, which is nautical vibes. Now, I love this trend for lots of reasons. Firstly, I think it's very wearable for every day. And also, I think it gives off those summer Mediterranean vibes, you know, the ultimate nautical colours, navy and white. Think Breton tops here, more of which in a minute. And also those golden hues of yellow and bronze with little touches of sea green and turquoise. You know, you get the picture. Now, whilst it looked like this on the catwalk, and there were lots of sailor collars around, I do think that with a few tweaks, this is a very wearable sort of trend. And you don't have to wear a sailor's hat either. One way of wearing it would be to combine blue or white jeans with navy, white or red, or a combination. Colours that you may already have in your wardrobe actually. You know, perhaps a little cardigan style jacket, an item which is always useful in spring, could build in a nod to this trend too. Like this one I'm showing you here from Urban Outfitters. Or this sort of jacket, this is from Sea Salt Cornwall in cotton and linen. It's the absolutely perfect spring out and about jacket, and it's so on trend as well, just by chance, but it's so practical and so lovely, especially when it's styled with a striped top and a red shirt underneath, as it is in this picture. So as I said, I think this trend can be made very wearable, and you might be on trend already without knowing it. Now, on a stripy note, this brings me to my second trend, which I also think is not only huge for now, but is also really easy to wear. Standout stripes. You know, I don't think that stripes are ever really out of fashion as such, but this year they're really in. On the catwalks, they were pretty standout. This is Louis Vuitton, but that's what I love about stripes. You know, you can wear them bold or in a more understated way too. Maybe rugby shirts, Breton tops of course, striped t-shirts and striped shirts. It's a lovely look which can be worn all the time basically if you love stripes as much as I do, as you can see. Look at brands like Boden, for example, for inspiration. They have a wonderful selection of everyday stripy numbers, like this classic French navy long sleeve top here. This is the Marina Breton. And I did do actually a best brands video where I featured Boden quite a lot, so have a little look at that. I will link it below. And your striped top doesn't have to be navy and white. You know, they come in all colours and combinations, and I think they're an absolute wardrobe staple for spring and into summer. And of course, if you prefer shirts to tops, one like this vertical striped shirt in linen is a beautiful and really useful option as well. This is also from Boden. Just have a look at their site. They have some lovely things, really natural materials as well. I think this is very wearable for us. But at the end of this video, I'm also actually including a few of what I call extreme trends that I hope you will find entertaining. So watch out for that coming up. If you're thinking this looks very wearable, wait and see that. Okay, trend number 3 is bohemian style. Now, it feels to me, I don't know about you, like bohemian style just keeps popping up here and there, fashion trends all the time. But this spring and summer, it's going to be absolutely huge. On the runways, it looked very flowy and romantic. But this is going to be controversial. I think boho is one of those trends that you either love for its free spirit and sort of harking back to the 60s and 70s, or you don't like it at all because it's a bit fussy with all the ruffles, the intricate lace, the chiffon maxi numbers. And I've got to admit, ladies, that I'm not really a fan of this look. But that's just me. And I'd love to hear your views too. So please do share them below. You know, for me, I just feel a bit of a mess in this sort of look. Maybe it's because I'm a bit short. Anyway, although I would say that I can see it being much more wearable in small doses. You know, maybe a blouse like this one. This is from And Other Stories. Or this gorgeous little one from Anthropology. Or a top like this one. This is Smocked Peplum top from And Other Stories again, which is just a nod to this trend, but it could be really wearable in the summer and, not to say flattering, for lots of body shapes with this peplum shape. Okay, so my number 4, again, is a really huge trend, and I've selected it for its wearability and practicality, as well as its style. And this is number 4, is sporty wear. Now, I love that this is so in, although I guess it's something we wear all the time, of course, but athleisure staples such as zip sweaters, leggings, polo tops are all over the place at the moment. This picture's from the catwalks. I think this is Miu Miu, but I can really see lots of us wearing this with not much adaptation at all, actually, which is quite rare from the catwalks. So you could find things like sports trousers, like these ones from M&M. They would be a welcome addition to any wardrobe, I think. And half-zip sweaters too, which I'm also a big fan of, also come into this category. This one from Varley is such a pretty colour too, although it does come in a classic cream as well. But they're really pretty, very easy to wear, very relaxed. And I think there are lots of ways of building this trend into your spring and summer wardrobe. You know, you could mix and match your athleisure with other non-athleisure pieces. You don't have to have the whole look in this sporty look. So as we go into summer, maybe a leotard or a fitted gym style top with perhaps a floaty skirt, floaty cotton skirt, or with wide leg linen trousers. I think that can be such a chic look, so balanced in proportions as well. Okay, for my number 5, I want to share with you some of the colours that are really trending now. And I'm sure you've seen some of them in the shops and online already. And you know, they're one thing that is really good to dip your toe into. Just a touch of this new modern colour will really upgrade your look. Now, these are some truly beautiful colours out there. They're beautiful from strong and bold hues to soft and pretty pastels as well. Now, gold is the first one I want to talk about here. And while butter yellow is still popular and pretty, we're seeing much more of an intense shade of yellow, like 24 karat gold coming in now. And I can really see this looking amazing in the summer, especially for holidays against a sunny backdrop. Or how about for a wedding guest dress? Think of that. Or just a touch of it in a blouse like this one that you can see here. Another colour which is trending at the moment is marigold orange. Another one for a sunny day, I think, or a summer day, definitely. Or another really lovely shade and very soft is periwinkle blue. It's almost a violet, but not quite, but it's incredibly pretty. How about a jacket in this colour? Perfect over white linen trousers and a white top. Just think of that. Deep cherry red is also coming in, and chocolate brown is still hanging in there too. And also we're seeing some pretty pastel shades. Now, I mentioned powder pink, which is really huge this year, in my video on how not to look dated and old, which I will link below for you. You know, just a touch of powder pink really zhuzhes up your look and suits lots of people's colorings as well. You know, you could start wearing it now with this lovely bomber jacket or a lightweight sweatshirt that I'm showing you here. And another color that's really trending is nearly all shades of green, pistachio in particular, but also frog and mint. Sounds a bit like the title of a children's book, doesn't it? The Frog and Mint, or maybe a pub. Why not try it out in a sweater? For example, this beautiful one from Cezanne. It's called Meadow Green, but I think it's more the Frog and Mint line to me. And last but very much not least, you've guessed it, ice blue. In stripes. 2 trends in one I'm hitting here, but it's so easy to do. Ice blue is one of my favourites, so soft and pretty and feminine. By the way, don't forget to hit that like button if you're liking this video, which I hope you really do, because it shows me what you like best and I can make more of them. So I want to talk about denim and jeans shapes now, because if there's one thing that we really need to be aware of to avoid looking out of date, it's jeans shapes. Of course, I think the best jeans for us all are those that you love and that you feel are the most flattering on you and your body shape. But there are a few shapes that are really in vogue that you might like to consider if they suit your body shape and your height, of course. Now, firstly, one of the most comfortable types of jeans, which are now on trend very much this year, are drawstring. Now, I can really see the benefits, especially if you're the sort of person who likes eating. like me, and struggles with a nice meal and doing up a pair of tight, rigid jeans afterwards, drawstrings are just, you know, a godsend. A good example of these are from H&M, actually. Again, very reasonably priced as well. I like to recommend reasonably priced versions of these trends. And now, another shape of jean that we are seeing are jeans with seams down the front. Now, I've even seen them already in Marks & Spencer's, actually, and I think they're really flattering as the seam creates that elongation illusion. It works really well. In fact, I've just bought these and I'm actually wearing them now. I'm in love with them. So they're so flattering, the seam, the shape, the colour, just perfect. Now, another type of jeans that's really trending, or a colour of jean, is grey jeans. Now, these ones from Cezanne are absolutely beautiful, but basically any version of grey, from pale right through to charcoal, and I think they make a nice springy change from, you know, solid black. Now, my next trend is not really a trend at all, I don't think, because I've been wearing this for years and I expect you have too. But it's good to know that we're ahead of the style game, ladies. Number 7 is plaid. Honestly, one of my go-to outfits for spring is a plaid shirt over a vest top and a pair of jeans. So comfy, so easy, and it's great for either staying at home or popping out, and it still looks put together. Now, I'd love it if you could share what your go-to daily looks are, ladies. What sort of things you like, gravitate to. So do comment down below. Anyway, I don't think you'll ever regret having a checked plaid shirt like this one, for example. This is from Marks & Spencer's. It's pure cotton, checked. And if you have something like this in your wardrobe, again, you may already have that. It's so versatile. And this one as well from Crew Clothing. Really, really useful. And you can get them at very reasonable prices as well. Okay, for my final trend, which is actually a really important and I think probably the most relevant one, which is number 8, back to basics. We often think that fashion trends might be a bit frivolous, don't we? A little bit over theatrical sometimes, bit of fun to watch, but not really for us. But I think what's happened this year is that there are way more things that are, let's say, real life trends being included, which are so much more relevant for us in the real world. So, you know, we're seeing things like tank tops and vests as good quality foundation pieces, which are real wardrobe staples, not trends at all, I don't think, which is brilliant. So vest tops, waterproof jackets, basic blazers, good solid tailoring and trench coats are things that we could actually wear. So I think this is a really positive move, but in case you think that fashion trends are starting to get all boring and sensible, for your delectation, I am going to finish with a few that really aren't and may need to be handled with care for your entertainment. Enjoy. Enjoyed this very full video. I've tried to show you not just what the latest trends are, but I've selected them to show how I think we can actually wear them in a practical and versatile way, and maybe to slot 1 or 2 of them into our existing wardrobes. Really hope you like this video, ladies. Please subscribe to my free channel. It'd be brilliant if you shared this with all your friends as well. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know to create more content on what you like. Hope you have an amazing day and I'll see you really soon. Lots of love.